Welcome friends, today I want to talk about something that has totally changed my film scoring and music production workflow. Not only has it changed how I compose and write music, but it's also leveled up how I communicate with directors and collaborators, not to mention how it helps me be more decisive with my session decision making and avoid procrastination and that dreaded blank session page. I am, of course, talking about templates, so stick around. I'm going to show you ways that you can level up your own productions, save time, and stop the dreaded library doom scroll. A template is a setup framework, like having all of your ingredients laid out in front of you for your favorite recipe. Filmmakers use shot lists, teachers have lesson plans, architects have floor plans, woodworkers have jigs, musicians and composers, we have DAWs. Like Logic Pro. A template is a session that's preloaded with all of the artist's favorite tracks, instruments, plugins, routing, grouping, mixing and mastering chains, all in place so when it comes time to write, the composer can focus on what's most important. Composing. How do these templates help me professionally? So when I start working on a new project, depending on the size and the level of production, I will create from scratch a brand new template, or I will use one that I have already created for something that may be in a similar genre. So from here, I will create a sound deck. So quite often visually, you'll have a pitch deck where you'll have a storyboard. So my sound deck is similar to a storyboard, but in audio form. So what I will do with this, I'll take the template that I'm going to use and I will create a kind of a demo track. Send that on to the director or the collaborator that I'm working with. And from here, the director will get a sense of what is the sonic palette going to sound like? What's the overall score to their film going to be? As well as that, you can relay some thematic ideas and some compositional ideas. Once that's approved by the director, then we'll move on to writing each of the cues using this template. So this creative framework is specific to the film or the project. And within that, you've made all your choices about your sound libraries, your articulations, how you're going to approach this whole project in one place. And that, to me, gives me creative freedom. So it's like a creative framework, a creative structure. And once I have this creative framework and structure in place, I can move on to the more important things like being creative and composing and sharing in the journey of whatever the story is trying to tell. So what's inside my templates? I've built 2 templates with beginners and intermediates in mind for Logic Pro. Sorry, other DAW users, although the main principles still remain the same, so you should be able to adapt it for whatever DAW you're using. The first one is my workhorse orchestral TV and film blank slate, or if you're just getting started with orchestral scoring. The other template is a more genre-specific template, specifically sci-fi, horror, hybrid kind of a vibe. It uses a selection of Logic Pro stock synthesizers. Both of these templates were designed to be used with your own sample libraries of choice. There are 2 that I recommend, not sponsored by the way. Spitfire Audio have just released a Discover version of their symphonic library, which is excellent. Go pick that up. And Vienna Studios Berlin Orchestra, that is also free. Go check them out. Again, not sponsored, but I recommend them, especially if you're looking to start out in your film scoring journey. If you're looking for some more free plugin recommendations, check out my Substack newsletter. It's out every week, the cue sheet. The link is in the description. So I didn't just design these templates with composing and writing in mind. The back end routing is also a massive priority when I was putting these together, especially when it comes to mixing, mastering, and exporting stems to potential clients, directors, and other projects. Each template comes color-coded in orchestral score order, longs and shorts, articulations ready to go, pre-routed grouping like woodwinds, brass, percussion, strings, synths, dedicated gain staging, EQs and stereo panning, reverb routing, and a full mastering chain. Basically, everything you need to get started on your first project, or if you're doing some rescores or some rescoring competitions, to get you up and running for film scoring. What are your thoughts on templates? Was this helpful? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you what you think. Please subscribe to the channel and the Substack newsletter. If you want to skip the part where you make your own templates, both of my templates are available in the description below. All you need to do is get your sample libraries of choice and load them in, and you'll be good to go. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.